Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Okay. Now, if you check the news, there was an update that India has asked Twitter to delete some tweets and remove some tweets and some reports. In fact, some of the news channels have even said that they are not allowed to share the real news updates. And if you check Al Jazeera, they came out with the Indian COVID-19 report of people dying due to lack of oxygen and lack of doctors and medical staff. And in that, what's his name, Mike Gispi, that guy, he paints Modi as this evil, tyrannical person, and the BJP is a Hindu extremist organization that does not allow real news to come. And all the news channels have to praise Modi. And if you don't do that, you'll not get the precious sponsorship money. So now, what do I think about this? In my groups, there have been quite a number of people who have been obviously bashing up the BJP and Modi, and even I put up a poll in the community, and they were like, you should have freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and if you censor that, that's bad. Okay, so now what are my thoughts? What are my thoughts? Now, you'll be surprised, huh? What I have to say, you'll be surprised, but I'll tell you anyway. And put your comments, put your thoughts down below. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, because I like to hear your point of view. Now, freedom of speech is a gift. It's a beautiful gift. Like right now, I'm talking. It's freedom of speech and freedom of expression. And I'm able to say whatever I want within the preview and laws. Okay. Now, had I been in India, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to criticize the Modi government. I wouldn't be able to criticize Modi. I wouldn't be able to criticize BJP, or for that matter, religion. Okay? Because if I would, I'm pretty sure someone would either file a FIR or a legal case, or they would name and shame me on social media. People would gang up on me, or you'd get some crazy rowdy human being who would want to attack me, or some groups. Okay, so that is a danger. So the fact of the matter is, if I was in India right now, I wouldn't be able to enjoy freedom of speech and freedom of expression. However, I can tell you without a doubt, given India's population, given the number of mad people in India, mad in capital letters, given the number of superstitious people in India, given the number of uneducated idiots, given the number of troublemakers, given the size of Indian population, given the ignorance, arrogance, superstition, and absolute waste of space. And you're not talking of few individuals, you're talking of a massive population that is simply absolutely horrific. I would say what Modi is doing is 100% correct. Seriously, it's 100% right. And I'll give an example why. Google searched this incident where a group of Indian young men, they were going cross country for a holiday in their four-wheel drive, and they were passing by this village. No sooner they passed by the village, they were stopped by the villagers. They were dragged out of their cars and they were beaten to death, killed. Okay, all the villages ganged up and killed them. By the time the police arrived, they had already been dead. You know why did they die? Because apparently somebody had shared in their WhatsApp groups that there were some men driving a car, kidnapping small children and girls and selling them into prostitution, or just raping them or doing something. So this spread like in WhatsApp groups, spread like wildfire. People just forward. Those days, that time, WhatsApp, you could forward one message to never-ending number of groups. You could just forward. Now they limit every post to 2-3 groups, and then again you have to send it. So before you could send to 20, 30, 40 groups. So they stopped the car and they killed it because they believed this was news. They believed this was real information. The problem is nowadays so many people forward so many things. It's just forwarded. They don't check whether it's true or false. They don't check, is this a deep fake video? Deep fakes. You can put someone's face on someone else. The technology is there now. You can just create a JPEG image with false information. Some of the humorous ones were putting Abraham Lincoln's photograph and putting a quote, "You are a dumb fuck to believe these are the words I said," and they've written the Abraham Lincoln, which clearly shows you can manipulate images. You can type out something and forward and say, "Oh, I got this from the news, be careful." How many warnings have been given? How many people have sent so much of bullshit on WhatsApp groups? So people believe without even verifying. That's a problem with uneducated people. That's a problem with stupidity in large numbers. And this is one of the biggest problems in these third world countries. Not only third world, biggest problem in most of the countries. In the United States, you have these flat earthers. They believe the earth is flat. They believe that the governments have tricked us into believing that the earth is round. You have anti-vaxxers, you have dumb fuck groups. In India also, you have a lot of stupid people. And the best evidence for this is this Kumbh Mela nonsense. What? Having bath in a dirty, polluted river where people are shitting, pissing, pooping and putting dead bodies. It's fucking filled with bacteria. They are nicely having bath because they feel, oh, it's going to clean me, spiritual. People drink cow piss and they wash their face and, oh, this is Ma, this is Mother, this is God. That is the country that these are the kinds of people who live in this country. And if you transport a cow, they'll fucking stop you and break your legs and break your feet. Actually, I've seen with a sledgehammer, they've broken the guy's legs because he was Muslim and he was taking cows, and even though he was allowed to, they said, no, this is our mother, this is God, the cow. Cow is their God. So, how do you handle such people? You don't handle them with privileges like freedom of speech and freedom of expression. No. The way you handle them is with a bloody iron rod. Like, best example is this. I think this was shared on YouTube. This Delhi couple who is educated, supposed to be educated. The cops are stopping them and saying, please put a mask. And this woman gets out and like a fucking bitch in heat. What the fuck you'll do? What? Don't touch me, my husband. Fuck, it looked like the husband didn't have his balls. He has transferred his balls to his wife. And wife was barking like a bitch and shouting at the cop. You don't fucking disrespect the people who are doing their duty, man. You respect them. Fucking barking like a bitch. I really wish that they put them behind bars in the most toughest prison until their spirit breaks, and put them there for fucking 6 months. Put them for, don't give them bail, don't give them fine. Put them for fucking 1 year. Let them completely be destroyed in terms of their stupidity and arrogance, ignorance. This is normal behavior of some of the Indians. Yeah. So when you have to deal with animals like this, you think giving them freedom of speech and freedom of expression is going to help? I know what you'll say. Loy, we should have opposing ideas. We should debate and discuss. Yes, debate and discuss with the intelligent people. Debate and discuss with people who use common sense. Okay, fine. You may not know everything. Fine. But at least people who don't incite violence, people who don't asked to kill, and people who don't believe any bullshit that you tell them. These very same people, you tell them, oh, the lines in your hand, the planet is moving there, you will see beautiful things coming to you. And they believe in astrology, they believe in palmistry, they believe in some gods. There is some god up there who cannot heal COVID, but he's there. And fucking nonsense. So this kind of freedom of expression. Now, I know what you'll say. The drawback is they will use this media for their advantage. Now, this is true. There are drawbacks to this. But I would say, comparing giving the right to freedom of speech and expression to a whole bunch of fucking idiots, that also in such large numbers, versus one person being in control and being held accountable globally, well, he won't be perfect. I'm totally aware of the fact that Modi is, and the BJP is using media to their advantage. I wouldn't blame him, because if Congress was there, they would have done the same thing. What do you think happened when Indira Gandhi was there? You think we had the most beautiful moments? India is a rough, tough, dangerous place. Okay, you might see in the brochures and marketing material, Namaste, welcome to India, ting, 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 and beautiful and red sari and elephants and Taj Mahal. That is only the marketing material. The real Indians, they'll just come up to you, take a knife and say, Teri maa ki jaila, ye, this, that. I don't know what even it bloody means. They'll just threaten you, they'll kill you, and you know, like that female was barking like a bitch in heat. You saw what happened to Zomato, no? Broke her own nose and claimed that guy tried to assault her. How many females cry rape and jail innocent guys? Doesn't mean guys are innocent. There are a lot of fucking guys who deserve to have their balls chopped off. So, overall, what I'm trying to tell you is, I am totally in support of the lesser of two evils, to put it mildly. Yes, the real reports are not coming out, but oh, there, you keep hiding the truth, it has to come out. Now, none of the media channels can hide the reality of how many people are dying, right? So, you do shit, you will get it. But unfortunately or fortunately, if you look at it, Modi is still in power. Modi still has majority vote. The majority of the nation still wants him as a leader. So, the proof is in the pudding, right? Prove it to me and show me numbers where the majority hate him. Nobody is forcing them to love Modi. They like him. So, by default, he's the best leader. So, in conclusion, what I believe is, yes, what is happening is not right. International media, they want to report and all that. They can't. That's wrong. But freedom of speech and freedom of expression, if you give it to India and leave it loose, oh fuck, they are going to, you'll get destroyed, man. Because as it is, India's population is so big. As it is, the number of idiots who are given access to internet and smartphones is so massive. And then on top of that, you have each cell that, you know, shares their own version of the truth and calls it real news. It's going to be chaos in India. You want best evidence? Look at what is happening in USA. Gun violence and Black Lives Matter and all that nonsense. If we had the freedom like USA in India, take it from me, India would be the worst country in the world. As it is, it's suffering enough and more. It would have been even more worse. It would have been even worse than an Africa where gang lords and violence and murder and all that would take place. So this is my opinion. You can tell me if I'm wrong or right. I have to read your comments. Put them down below. And you can prove me wrong if you want. It's me signing off. You guys take care.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.